What's good, guys? It's your boy. I got to talk to y'all, man. This generation, we going into year 2. Here we are, and this generation can be summed up by like 3 types of games. 3: Definitive Edition, HD remakes, and HD remasters. The fuck is wrong with them? I don't know about you guys, but I want some motherfucking original IPs. I have one HD remake. One. And that was just because I have the original one on the PS2 and I wanted to see what it looked like in high definition. That's all. That's the only reason I even have it. Personally, it's up on eBay. Yeah, I've already played it. Haven't beat it, but I played it. And the graphics, they're alright. They're not that good. They're not. I like the PS2 version better. I don't have a Final Fantasy X-2. I have Final Fantasy X. That's the only game I play. That's the only game I play. Back to the point. This generation is going into year 2 in 2 weeks. Here it is, November the 2nd, and it's now this generation. I read an article, they're releasing a definitive edition of Dark Souls 2. They just released the Nathan Drake Collection remaster of Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. But before that, it was the definitive edition. Well, I think it hasn't come out yet, but it's the definitive edition of Bethesda's Dishonored. Can we give it a break? Can we get original IP? Can we take a second to get out of this fucking slot that you seem to want to define this generation in? Because we have like a PS4, a Xbox One that is way better than the shit we had last generation. Way better by the standards in which you have told us. It's better. Now, prove it. Prove it. I don't think I'm crazy here. Prove it. That's all I'm asking is for you to fucking prove it with original IP. That's how you do it. Now, you have original IP. That's Until Dawn, The Order of 1886. Unfortunately, these games are pretty. They are graphically pretty, and that's what they fall into. The PS4 and Xbox One, they happen to fall into this fucked up category of they're pretty, but are they worth it? Fuck no. I bought all my games except for Batman Arkham Knight used. And the reason I didn't buy Batman Arkham Knight used is because it came with the fucking system. Well, that's not true. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I bought new because it wasn't there used. I bought it new. So Assassin's, but again, that game falls into that category. And I've been playing the shit out of Assassin's Creed. I really hate to say that that's where that game falls, but it does. Assassin's Creed Syndicate falls into the category of it's a pretty game. Pretty. Okay? It looks good. Don't let that fool you, man. Do not let that fool you. I'm not going to say these games are not fun. I'm not going to say these games are not going to be entertaining to some. I'm not going to say that, because if I was to say that, that'd be me speaking for people, when I don't do that. I speak for myself. If you believe like what I'm telling you, or you actually, understand what I'm saying, or you like go, he makes a valid point, then you have the same opinion as me, and that's fine. And my opinion is this: these games in today's generation are visually appealing. That's it. So we are in a generation of gaming where they're visually appealing, or they are definitive editions, HD remakes, and HD remasters. That's it. And if they're visually appealing, they're an IP original. That's it. Until Dawn, visually amazing. It looks great. The Order of 1886, great looking game. Anyone who's played that will tell you it looks great, but they will not tell you that it's worth playing. Killzone Shadowfall. I will personally tell you it looks great. Should you buy it? Fuck no. Infamous Second Son. Game looks great, but bored the fuck out of me. And I have it. Oh, and while I'm on it, please start making this an option. You will never find this at a store. Yeah, this you will never see. Why will you never see it like this? It's very simple. Because this is the reverse cover. Please start making that an actual thing. See? If I take out the insert, which by the way, they need to add inserts. If I take out the CD and I take out the insert because it's a see-through case, there's what the actual thing looks like. There's the insert. Right there, you can see through it, okay? They need to start doing that on all their games. They need to make a reverse with artwork. And why? If they're going to take away our manuals and all these things are going to be see-through, they need to give us artwork. Because then at least we have something. Because the fuck we paying $60 for? Just an idea. I mean, it's the only reason I'm keeping it. I like the artwork. It's nice artwork. And then with games like Knack, this is what you get for your $60. You get this, and then you open it up, and there's your fucking manual. It's your controller guide. Why the fuck not give us a badass photo of Knack being a gangster? Like, being 3 stories tall or some shit. Like, would that not be helpful or, like, awesome? Like, come on. Even, like, the Order has reversible artwork, but the reversible artwork sucks. It's just an idea, man. Just an idea. I'm throwing it out there. But like I said, this generation in its second year has already been defined by really fucking stupid decisions by Sony and Microsoft together. Definitive editions, remasters, and remakes. And pretty games. They look pretty. That's it. They've not released any original IP that's been worth a fuck. I don't know about Microsoft. I don't have it. I don't have the Xbox One. I don't give a fuck about Microsoft. I haven't played a Microsoft... Well, I have an Xbox 360. I gave it to my girlfriend. I haven't played on a 360 since then. I haven't played on an Xbox system since the original Xbox because that's where I like to play the games from Microsoft because that's when they actually had good games to me. Now, I had a PS3 for like 6 months, but I never liked the PS3. Never did. I will say that every day. Never liked the PS3. I thought it was a waste of time, waste of money, and a huge fuck you to the Sony fans who supported their PS2. So, never cared for it. I even paid below the $170 something that GameStop was asking because I had a bunch of coupons and knew how to get around it. So, no, I never will pay any amount of money over $100 for a PlayStation 3. Fuck you. It's not worth it. Then things break if you look at them wrong. So anyway, back to the point. The second year into a new generation of gaming with Sony and Microsoft, and they've already defined their whole generation. Can they turn it around? I don't know. Am I going to keep playing them? Well, I don't know. We're 2 years in. I'm waiting on Uncharted 4, to be honest with you. That's the only game I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Final Fantasy 7, just so I can play Final Fantasy 7 again. Because I want to see if they're going to fuck this up. To be honest with you, I'm waiting on that to see if they're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck up Final Fantasy 7? Because if they fuck up Final Fantasy 7, I'm through. I am through. There's no coming back from that. If they fuck up Final Fantasy 7, I am saying goodbye to Sony forever. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, like I said, I'm waiting on Uncharted 4, and I'm waiting on Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 is like the final straw. I did not play Sony for a good decade because of the PS3. And then I had it for 6 months. And then I bought my PS4. And now they're in this rut because they don't want to release an actual hard copy of their original IP because it's on the PSN and you have to actually be in the know to know what the fuck you're looking for, and I ain't got time like that. I'd rather go to a game store or somewhere where I can buy a video game and just pick up a hard fucking copy because I don't have time to look on the internet for it. Anyway, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. It's been real. I'll see y'all next video. Deuces.